of Series 3 of Master League Story Mode. Last episode was a big one. The two Manchester clubs both came down to Bristol. And we brushed aside Manchester City unbelievably easily. United put up a bit more of a fight and grabbed a late equaliser, which was hard to swallow. But the most exciting thing about the last episode is that big KD is on his second consecutive dramatic improvement curve. It's unprecedented. We've never seen anything like this. You, the commenters, have been as surprised as I am, and a lot of you are very experienced Master League players. So this is a real rarity. And at the same time as well, as if it's Christmas, Daniel Amati is also hitting the upward improvement curve, and he's going to get very beastly very quickly. He's already an absolute unit. He's already got 87 physical contact, 81 speed. He's only going to get better. And now today's episode is only going to get more difficult. We're up against Leicester City. Jamie Vardy doing much better in this than he is in real life. He's top scorer at the moment, so this could be interesting, and we're away from home as well. So we visit Leicester for this one. Let's take a look at the sides. Oh, Nigel's on a downward arrow. Tammy Abraham, glass ankles, glass knees, whatever the fuck's wrong with him. He seriously loves an injury. He's out for 4 weeks, so I'm not sure what to do here. Do we play Roberto on a downward arrow? I think what I'm going to do is we're going to put KD up front into that second striker role alongside Fred Friday. And then we're going to bring in Tom Davis into central midfield. He's a decent attacking player. He's actually a good finisher as well. He's on a blue arrow. I think that's a good time to bring him in. He's been pretty decent every time he's been called on. Let's take a look at Leicester City. Well, they've got the pace of Musa and the heading ability, target man Slimani next to him. That's pretty dangerous. Jamie Vardy, top scorer, is on the bench today. That's interesting. Interesting decision by Ranieri, who's still in post in this timeline. Drinkwater and James in the middle. Riyad Mahrez out on the right. How incredible was he last season? Not so much now. Anyway, let's get into it. KD playing up front. Is there anything this lad can't do? So here we are at the King Power Stadium. These Leicester City fans know everything about being a little team making a run for the league title, which is what Bristol City are doing this season incredibly efficiently. And this is going to be a tricky game in our race for potentially the most unlikely Premier League win since Leicester City. Probably not as unlikely, or maybe. I'm not sure if a team has ever been promoted and then won it in their first season. But we're on track for that at the moment. Ian Holloway's boys are really putting an incredible shift in. He sprints through the centre. Good running from Angelino here. Can he get the pass away? No, it's blocked. Good defensive play there. And it's a long ball looking to exploit the space that Angelino's left behind. And they managed to, with Slimani now. That's a lovely ball inside to Musa. Just not quite on target, and Mika can come and grab that. Nice ball in, looking for Musa. He's offside, and thank God for that, because that would have been one-on-one with Mika. Oh, we've got to watch for that. That's a great ball there. Makes him pass it inside. This is dangerous here from Leicester City. Fred Friday sniffing around there. He smelt blood, but he couldn't win it. And now Mahrez brings it forward. That's another good ball into Musa. They're just putting it into the danger areas for the nippy forward. And he's shot in there behind the defence. He's definitely going to have our centre-backs for pace. That's another very direct long ball there from Leicester City. Roster finds Kieran Dowell. He turns away from his man, spreads it out to Matthews. He's got Friday at the far post. Friday's made a run inside. Kasper Schmeichel, like a cat off his line. Gets in there, but that's good attacking play there. We want to get the ball to Kieran Dowell in these advanced positions. We know how dangerous he is there. That's a great header on from Mahrez. And now Slimani, Magnuson reads it well. He's able to pass it down the line into Angelino. First time ball from him to Friday. We've not seen anything of Fred Friday so far. He tries to slip it into Kieran Dowell. It's a great ball. Dowell gets the shot away. Schmeichel palms it wide. Another good effort there from Kieran Dowell. Playing in the second striker role today, which we know he can play well. Friday held it up. He was given loads of time. That's a great ball from him. Not known for his passing. KD has got it all, though, as we know. He's got strength. He's got power. He's got shooting. He's got vision. And he set up the first goal here with this corner. He's got a lot of assists from set pieces this season. Kieran Dowell floats it in. Davis had made a good run there. Angelino looks to header it back into the danger area. Falls to Davis, edge of the box, hits it with the right foot. Friday can't get to the rebound. The ball is still ours. Angelino tries to step away from Mahrez. Great tackle there from the Algerian. The referee says it's a little bit too hard. Quick ball there from Friday into Rossiter. Back to Angelino. He can whip a ball into the box. KD looking for that one. Rossiter back out to Angelino. Angelino tries to find Rossiter again. Simpson with a good header. Angelino keeps it in. Rossiter now slips it into Davis. Good running from him. Low ball into the box. Friday can't get to it. Great pressure here. Dowell, edge of the box, lines up a shot. It's a good block. Leicester under a lot of pressure here. Matthews, can he get a cross in? He gets away from Fuchs. Good ball in. Dowell's there. Schmeichel commanding. Grab out of the sky there, but that's really good pressure early on in this first 25 minutes from Bristol City. Does well. Finds Angelino again. Can he keep it in? He can. Whips a ball in. It's only Kieran Dowell in there. He rises for the header. Can't win it. Matthews into Pack. Musa does well to nick it back. And the foul is given away. Well, looks like we're going in honours even. No goals in the first half. Not many shots either. It's been a tricky game. Slimani, good header down into Musa. He looks to the ball inside to Drinkwater. And my word, is my mouth ever not going to get me into trouble? As soon as I started talking about honours even at the half. Leicester have a really nice goal there. The knockdown from Slimani. We highlighted him as the target man. Drinkwater, not necessarily the source of goals that we had expected. And it was Musa who maybe be the more likely goal scorer. He threaded him through, and it's a good finishing off the post. Past Mika down to his right-hand side. Well, that's not a good way to end the half. Let's see if we can come back with something quickly here. Rossiter back inside to Dowell. Kieran Dowell now, away from Drinkwater. A little chip ball into Friday, but Fuchs deals with it well. Marlon Pack into Davis. Dowell, skips away from one, but can't get... it's fallen back to him. Kieran Dowell takes the effort. Angelino keeps it in. Simpson tries to win it back off him, and Mahrez gets the tackle in, and it's out for a corner. Dowell did well to nick that back, and then he got a shot away, but Schmeichel keeping Leicester City in this one. Well, not keeping them in it, keeping us out at least. This will be the last action of the half. Dowell puts it in. Friday's made a good run. The header poured away again. Dowell. Angelino hit that well. Simpson should be able to clear here, and that's the first half over here. No, it's not. 48 minutes. Yes, it is. Well. Schmeichel has had an absolutely outstanding half. And there he is, Kasper Schmeichel. He's kept us out on many occasions. We've had 6 shots on target. We've been very efficient. We've had lots of possession. It's the one goal down the other end that sees the home side ahead. Well, that's how football goes sometimes. But if we can keep up the pressure we did in the first half, in the second half, then I feel like a goal is due. Let's get straight into it. Schmeichel hits it long. Magnussen comes out battling with Slimani. That's a good battle, but Slimani gets the knock on to Mahrez. Then Drinkwater finds Mahrez deep out on the right-hand side. It's a great ball into Slimani. This time Mika saves. No, big touch there from Rossiter. And now Slimani brings it forward out to Mahrez. It's a good ball in the box to Musa. He's got Flint with him. Flint read that well. Magnussen can't keep it in. This is not the start we needed to the second half. It's Fuchs over this one. They've got the big men in the centre. Slimani's in there battling with Amati. It's gone very deep. Mika gets an unconvincing hand to it. It's out for another corner here to Leicester City. They're all bunched up very wide. They're looking for the late run. Fuchs with the outswinging corner. It's a good one. James is there to get the header. Albrighton edge of the box gets a shot away. And that was not far off at all. Pack, lovely ball out to Angelino. He's got a bit of space here to whip a ball in. Mahrez does really well to get across and get a foot in. Uncharacteristic defending there from the Algerian. Angelino out wide to Davis. Tom Davis over this one. Hits it well. Schmeichel had to make a save there. Okay, 75 minutes. Things are starting to get a bit serious now. We need to do something. Friday brings it forward. It's Fred Friday. Looking for options here. Squares it to Pack. That's a great ball. Ball through to Kieran Dowell. One-on-one. There's a great challenge from behind there. I think that was Scott Dan. So there's a final roll of the dice here, with Roberta on a downward arrow, giving the talisman, Gustav Engvall, one chance to prove himself. De Jong also coming on, trying to provide that threaded ball through, perhaps from the attacking midfield position. Long ball in, looking for Engvall. Can he get the cross back across the box? He can't. King can clear. Flint, great header. Now De Jong has to slip it into Engvall. Turns away from Fernandez. Engvall with the effort. Good first touch from Gustav Engvall, but things are coming to a close here. Only 4 minutes left on the clock. It's long ball after long ball from Leicester City, which will suit us. We only need one more chance. Good ball through the centre into Dowell. Lays it off to De Jong. Engvall off to Davis. Slots it through to Gustav Engvall. Oh my word! It's happened! Gustav Engvall in a game that looked dead and buried. He came on. Roberta left on the bench. Tammy Abraham injured. We knew we'd need this fourth choice striker. And a lot of you commenters saying we should have sold him. Specifically a Norwegian, whose name we will not mention. Because turns out you were wrong. Maybe. Because maybe we did need him. It was good play in the build-up. Engvall was played onside there, I think by Christian Fuchs. Out on the left-hand side. He looked to be maybe running into an offside position. But, you know, he's only had a couple of chances since coming on. And he's buried one of them, which is more can be said for anyone else. 2 minutes left in this game. Can we nick a win here? That would be insane. Because we were under a lot of pressure there. Couldn't find him. Okazaki, the substitute, passes it back. 2 minutes left on the clock here. It's a good ball out to King. He keeps it in. Angelino should get there ahead of Mendy. Nope, Mendy outpowers him. But Davis has won it back. Last chance saloon here. Dowell says, go Engvall, go Gustav. Can he slot it through to Gustav? Oh my word, that was close. That was very close. No, it wasn't. Not even close at all. Oh well. Maybe you should have kept hold of it there, KD. He's not had the best game today. That was the last chance there. KD could have sealed it. Maybe he needed to take it forward, have a little bit more faith in his own abilities. He didn't have the best game today, but to be fair, Kieran Dowell playing out of position as a striker, he did okay. He had some shots in the first half, but that is a really, really late equalising goal there from Gustav Engvall that won us the point today. Gustav Engvall, cult hero at Bristol City this season. He's loved by the fans and hated by the fans in equal measure. Some saying sell him, some saying keep him, some saying I love him, some saying have him murdered. He divides opinion, definitely. But today he was the difference. Well, not the difference. He was the equaliser, which is different to the difference. And he grabs man of the match. Good stuff, Gustav. Well, it's more points dropped. 2 draws in a row, but we're still top of the league. We've only lost 1 game. And Leicester City couldn't climb ahead of us. We're still equal on points, but it's goal difference of 2 that sees us above them. It was a top of the table clash, and I didn't even really think about that. With that in mind, we did very well. Kieran Dowell and Lamarty still improving. Rossiter up to 76. Let's not forget he had a dramatic improvement as well. Pretty much all of our midfielders, except for Marlon Pack, who might be a little bit too old for that, have seen dramatic improvements in our first 2 seasons, which is it's pretty big. Let's have a quick look at the negotiations. We seem to be sort of striking out on these a bit. Duffy, is a player we know well. Player we know very well from our Blackburn days. He's big, he's strong, but he's too old and he's too slow for me. Muniesa at Stoke, I like him. He's a good passer. He's a cultured centre-back, but he's even for next season, he's too high. Clavan at Liverpool, he'd be great. 32-year-old. Maybe a bit old. For us, we want youth. We've proven why our strategy of youth works. So we've got a lot of players now who are well above the overall rating that we'd be able to sign. Kieran Dowell being the main one. Okay, so second game of the episode, and we're away from home again. It's a trip to London, to Watford. Let's take a look at the sides today. Yep, well, we can start Roberta, I think, on a sideways arrow. I'm not sure about Dowell playing up front. He did well, deputising, but that's where we want him. In the hole, pulling the strings with a Marty behind him, just flattening anyone that we need. Quick look at Watford. Kennedy up front, ex-Chelsea youngster, bit dangerous. They've got an interesting looking team. 5 at the back as well. Wonder how we'll do against that. It's a very interesting formation. Not seen anything like that at all. Looks like we could maybe dominate them in the midfield. So as the January transfer window approaches, we're still top of the league. The papers, the press, the fans, no one can believe this. Leicester City last season seemed like the most ridiculous thing in the world. Well, Bristol City are proving that maybe there's something more ridiculous, which is a promoted side making a genuine run for the Premier League title. Can we do it? That's the question. Let me know in the comments. What do you think at this point? Are we going to win the league or are we going to drop off? It's still very tight, let's not forget that. And a couple more draws and we'll be well out of the race, so it could go either way. Marlon Pack looks to put this one in the air, looking for the head of Fred Friday. Can he get the nod down into Kieran Dowell? He can! Dowell swipes at it. And I think that's out of a Watford player. That is exactly what we were aiming for, the nod down. Oh, he hit that well. I think that might have been going in had it not been for the block. Roberta still off the pitch here. It's Kieran Dowell with the in-swinging corner. Can he find a red shirt? Amarty's made a great run. The header from Daniel Amarty. Desperate Dan. So dangerous in those set-piece positions. He scored with his head from a corner a couple of times this season. And that's another one for the 2 players there embracing, both of them improving dramatically. Both of them such potential. It's exciting to play with. Good dribble from Kieran Dowell. Still Dowell now. Looking for options. Little sneaked ball into Pack. Make it through. Kennedy looking to break here for Watford. Good pace from him. Nice ball in, but Flint reads it. Oh, Flint caught in possession. Kennedy gets the shot off straight away. That was lax. Dear me. Friday back to Angelino. Into Dowell. This is good close passing here. We highlighted that maybe the centre of the park is where we can outnumber them. Dowell slips it through, looking for Friday. He turns back inside onto his right foot. It's a good effort. It's well wide of Pantelemon's left-hand post. It's the first shot on, first shot on goal anyway from Bristol City. Bertha, can he release Marlon Pack? He can. He's got Friday to aim at in the box. Loops it in. Friday jumps for it. Pantelimon gets a good hand. Pushes it around the post. Kieran Dowell with the cross. Amati's made a good run again. Oh, it's fallen to Pack at the far post. That is really great play from Marlon Pack. He just bided his time. He hung back. He waited for that ball to come across and no one won the header. And then it fell to him. It was a great touch from Marlon Pack, the veteran midfielder. Finished in with his weaker foot. Pantelimon could do nothing about it. Kieran Dowell's ball went all over. Was that a training ground routine? I'm not sure, but Marlon Pack was in acres of space at the far post. He hasn't been scoring as many goals as he did at the beginning of the season, but that's an important one. Cabaselli, long ball into the box. Matthews battling with Martinez. It falls to Decore. Great effort from him. Saved by Mika. Holebas keeps it in. Mika manages to collect that one. Great effort there. Really stung the gloves of Mika. Oh, he does well to get inside. Evangelino committed to that slide tackle. Watson keeps it in really well. Now Yanmat, we know he can whip a ball in. It's a good cross. Mika, though, had his eyes on that the whole way. Martinez lurking. Angelino. Oh, dear. No. It's getting a little bit sloppy here and we give away a free kick. Isn't looking good. We're not keeping possession well enough. We are 2 goals up. Could be playing better here. And that's the first half done and dusted. A pretty pedestrian half here for Bristol City. Didn't really ever need to switch up into 5th gear. We had possession, we had shots. Watford showed a little bit, a couple of good efforts from them, but never really pushing Mika into any sort of fantastic save. Pack ball into Robertha's a good one. Friday lays it off to Dowell, slips it through to Robertha. Little chip ball in, looking for Fred Friday. Great save from Pantelimon. He had to use all of his huge frame to keep that one out. Still the attack keeps coming. Flint's given away a free kick there though. How is that possible? Nothing wrong with that at all, ref. Maybe a slight elbow to the face, but nothing more than you'd expect from an Aidan Flint. Challenge. Pereira flights it in. It's a good hit back. Oh, Holebas hit that really well. It's another good hit from the captain. It's wide again. Oh, Marlon Pack does well to ride that challenge and find Roster in the middle of the pitch. He shouts for Friday to move forward. Robertha flicks it into Friday. He can't bring it under his spell though. Now Kennedy fires it forward. That's a great ball into Martinez. Mika's made a late decision to come off his line and it was way too late. Martinez was always favourite to get to that. That's Route 1 stuff from Watford. Big ball over the top. Oh, Mika just hesitated a little bit too long. It would have been a one-on-one either way. That's 2-1 here. It's Capu, flights it in. And Marty can't win the header. It's Martinez over the box. He can't get the shot away. Now Marlon Pack brings it forward. He's under pressure here. Under a lot of pressure from Watford. Martinez looks to bring it forward into Pereira. He gets the shot off. Flint can header back into the gloves of Mika. Great pressure here from Watford. Really pushing us for that second goal. No, just a little bit too far. Amati can't get there. Too much there from Kieran Dowell. Pack comes across, tries to deal with Kennedy. Great play. Capu. It's a lovely ball into Martinez. Takes it down. Flint's with him. Does enough, but is out for a corner. Watford really pushing here. The home fans G'd up. The pressure is on. Holebas over this one. Swings it in. Mika gets up. Punches. Not particularly convincingly. Yanmat edge of the box. It's a loop ball in. I think it got a deflection. Mika did well to take it. Capu. Oh, it's cut out by Marty. Good stuff. Pack into Kieran Dowell. Robertha, good spin, and now Marlon Pack. Can he grab his second here? This would surely seal things for Bristol City. Marlon Pack. Well, where have these goals been, Marlon? Tupack is back. He's not dead. He's still got goals in him. And talk about getting shot. Tupack, 2 shots, 2 goals. That's a return that anyone can be proud of. It's good build-up play. Bertha did well, good turn. Pack continued his run from the midfield, and that's a simple finish for him. Late chance for a consolation goal here with only 11 seconds left on the clock. Pereira puts it in, but Aidan Flint, huge header from him. So got to be pleased with that. The possession was huge. We know that Ian Holloway's side are a possession team. The Barcelona of the West Country, as they're known. Marlon Pack, he's been out of the goals for a while, but he's come back, grabbed 2 today. That's really promising from him. So there we go, another win and draw episode, and we go 3 points clear at the top. Big things here from Ian Holloway's side. They just keep on winning. Their possession play is just, it's so hard to play against. You don't get the ball. 60% possession is becoming standard for us now. It's really hard for any opposition side to do anything. They're so tired chasing shadows around the pitch. Kieran Dow, look at that. 84 dribbling, 82 explosive power. The ball control. Attacking prowess also sneaking up. Look at that. Amati can pass now and his stamina is 94. 88 physical contact. He can play anywhere and he's comfortable. Dowell, 79. Amati, 76. Beautiful. He should get to 80 easily in this improvement curve. And that will make him by far and away our best player, Kieran Dowell. So there we go. We're up to 92 team spirit. We're floating at 90 plus on team spirit. And that's definitely why we're able to play this flowing, short passing football so well. This team knows each other so well. It's just magic at the moment. Really a pleasure to play. Next episode, we've got Palace and Sunderland. They're 2 winnable games. And then we're into the January transfer window. I don't really know who we need to sign. We've got 9 million in the bank, but we've not really got anyone on our list of players, particularly floating my boat at the moment. You know, the defensive midfield, centre-back was our main target. I like the look of Denea and St Just. They're both young, exciting, but we can't sign them till next season. Joe Gomez as well we like. McNair, I think we've already ruled him out, haven't we? Other than that, maybe we go for Dicko. We could sign Davis on the full transfer if we wanted. We could bring Dicko back in perhaps. Not sure we need him really. Not with Gustav Engvall smashing in important goals off the bench. So there we have it. A decent episode. 2 more good results. 4 points out of a possible 6. Exactly what we need to stay top of the table.